Enter. Uniform name option is set to current away option 2. Helmet option is set to pants option. Jersey socks option is set to black. Edit entering team set. Entering team edit. Ready.
Welcome to Orlando, Florida today at Camping World Stadium for what ought to be a terrific matchup in the Staff DNA Cure Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Troy Trojans, taking on a team from the MAC, the Eastern Michigan Eagles. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling.
Entering college kick return.
Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So the Troy Trojans offense will get the football first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a double.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Troy. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back, a guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
The Trojans are marching down the field. They'll try the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Crowder. Catch in the middle, it's Connor. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Makes it past the marker. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved the touchdown at least for now. The Trojans will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Eastern Michigan's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Kim. Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Eastern Michigan. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs are out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Trying play action. And wings it incomplete. Let's step back here and look big picture for Eastern Michigan. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. Because of that, he's now a key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team moving forward. Lots of people very excited, and a lot of people expect to win right now just because of how good this 3-star QB is.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for room. It's Lovett. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Let's talk for a minute about Troy. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Information, concept, play height, option is... Option. Or the triple power option. Red option.
And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Rides the back on the option to give. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And the flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Grabbed over the middle. It's Connor. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking for a man. It's Crowder. Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Troy. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but
He unleashes a long one. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback running on the draw. He has the first and still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They're going to ride this running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Working that wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Time to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Sluggo.
Looking to throw, it's Crowder. Snagged in the middle, it's Connor. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And back to the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fakes to grab. There he goes. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Trojans have this offense rolling. They'll leave it with him. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. We've come to the end of the period. It's Troy holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter.
Entering play call, coaches suggest from it. Saying weak eye. Choose a new play. Slot flips. You have 9 options.
They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
Back to throw, it's Crowder. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, looking to pass. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Off-play action on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his...
Oh, he's got some space.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Eagles are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Pressure coming. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Wing trips. There are 18 categories. You have 24
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Find some fresh air. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
RPO's on alert street.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Makes the catch. It's Lovett. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every point. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
And the Trojans get enough to move the chains.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator because on 3rd down, you throw a bunch of wide receivers out there. Everybody on defense thinks you're going to be throwing the football. Instead, you hand it off to your running back, and he shows great vision. He knows where the sticks are, picks up the first down. And this offense, they've got some momentum going now.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Drive stutter flat. Zipper mesh spot.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass. It's Crowder. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea by the quarterback. He wanted to attack the middle of the field. He found his open guy. The receiver's just got to be able to make a play for him.
Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw again. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Formation. Run. Option. RPO, empty, RPO, red, wide jump flat.
And the Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Troy! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 15 options.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop. Who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Going to try to get it himself. Gets down at the last possible second to avoid getting lit up. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Here's the return. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Now the toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Crowder. He's got him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 12 options. Mesh is selected.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Not much of a chance on the
play call. Entering paused screen, you have 13 options. Resume is selected.
They'll have the ball at the 33.
There are 5 categories. You have 9 options. Cover 1 SS blitz is selected.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Categories. You have 9
That's a
options.
great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Now on second down. Off the play fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
When we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one, they knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. The short hands, it's Clark. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Got a man. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Inside, corner strike, spacings, empty and slant, empty and HD win.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They're working that left side. Turning it on! And the big game, and they've got it on the 46. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you can tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Connor. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed behind the line. It's Dortch. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Got his man. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Got his man on the right. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough.
Touchdown, Troy! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Entering play ball.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Kim. Soft spot in the middle. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half.
There are 6 categories. You have 9 options.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Reese, several notable storylines there, and a first half of a Cure Bowl that absolutely had its moments. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Cure Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Here's a heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Safe completion on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Eagles are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Breaks into the open. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Wants to throw. It's Kim. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10.
Entering play call.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Across the 25, he's got room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Trojans just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Crowder. Got his man. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
Finds his man. It's Dortch. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Lovett. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards.
Touchdown, Trojans! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that lap.
Entering paused screen, you have 11 options. Resume is selected.
Jesse, they had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Line getting set on second down. Here's the handoff. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
There are 6 categories. Coach suggest from dots. 60 out.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll keep it on the sneak. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. we've reached the end of the quarter, and Troy is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one.
There are 6 categories. You have 9 options.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a crease to the left. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short. Defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Categories. You have 9 options. LB blitz is selected.
Leaves it with the back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. And some room to work. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. The 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. He's got it on the run. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive.
35, Eastern Michigan.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the 4th quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well, so this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one?
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Yeah, and third and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass, and the defense did a really good job playing.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet.
Entering play
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You have 9 options.
The Trojans are rolling down the field. This time they'll go to the running game.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll run it from the gun. Runs through the tackle. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Inside.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Turning it on! He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Crowder. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Just keeps slinging it. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the 1st down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Trying to take it back. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Eagle! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, and build some momentum for some future games.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick.
Entering play call, recent right categories.
Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do.
Breaks into the open. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. If we add points, we add points.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Crowder. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Griffin. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter,
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Eagles headed quickly to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards. And
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Wants to fire on second down. Had it in his hands for the score and let him fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Setting up the screen. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They just keep firing. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with the score.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. They'll run it here on third and goal. Touchdown, Eagles! Great job by the back on the option.
Entering play call.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards and they'll move the chains. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Crowder. Rushes on him. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative up to possessions.
Play call. Resume.
Block is my friend. I got the football. Worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back at an opportunity like this.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got the quick pass.
Entering play call. Recent.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
9 options. Cover 6 trap is selected.
Back to pass. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Onside is selected.
The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle, it's Thomas. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. And the Trojans have pushed it inside the 20. Looking for space. It's Fitzgerald. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you can tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Error 6. Coach Michael 3. Recent error. Load block left. Cover 6 trap.
One more play to pad the stats. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that's being scored. You got to stop late. That's why you got the